I hit record. Welcome back, Megs, the early birthday girl. Gwen,
Already had my birthday, girl.
you already had a birthday? Yep, you're 20 already, right?
Yeah, in December. I was 20. So I turned 21 this year. Yay! Thank God.
We can go to bars.
Yeah.
Is there only 4?
Mm-hmm.
Is there 4 chiral carbons?
Chiral.
Chiral carbons?
Yes.
Okay.
Each of the carbons not at the end is a chiral carbon. Because
That's what I said at first, but then I changed it to 2.
so this right here, right, Gwen, is attached to a CH3, an H, an OH, and then this whole chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that makes that one. But now you'll notice that on the other side, right, exact same thing. So that carbon is also chiral. And so if you look at the 2 in the middle, so erase everything to do that. H, OH, 3 carbons, 2 carbons. Are those all different?
Yeah.
So then that's a chiral center. And since it's the same on the other side, all 4 of those carbons are chiral. Mags, you don't look happy with that.
I just need to practice on my own.
I think I'm just going to use the trick where you just say to eliminate all the non-chiral centers, and then I'll just assume that everything else is chiral after that.
That's probably the easiest thing to do.
Because I feel like if you just explain it to me again, I probably won't understand it. I just have to do practice problems.
Draw a sawhorse or Fisher projection of the meso form of the compound. Do you know what a meso form of a compound is?
Isn't it like the exception to?
So you need to
NAU
have
number?
2 or more chiral centers, but it needs to have a what?
A line of symmetry.
Yep, so just draw
Okay.
wedge OH. So I'm going to draw between here. Wedge OH. Down to here. Wedge OH. Wedge OH. And it doesn't matter if they were both dashes or both wedges, just as long as it's the same on the left side as it is the right side. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yay.
And that's it. That's how you do it. Just draw your molecule so it has a plane of symmetry, and then just make sure it looks the same on the left and right. If you have an even number of stereocenters, you draw between the 2 middle ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you draw between 2 and 3. If you have an odd number of stereocenters, so say you had 1, 2, 3, you would draw it on the second one, on your middle number. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Mags, I think you just need to practice, right? And you'll feel a little bit better. So we did throw a lot at you today, and this was a lot of stuff that we haven't covered in our normal weekly stuff. Okay. You guys are doing better on this, and this is just a lot to process because you are basically just taking molecules and arranging them in your head, right? Any trick you have, any technique you can do, anything that makes sense to you, do it, all right? Go with what your professor tells you, right? But if you find a way to solve these on your own and you feel comfortable doing it and it gives you the right answer, then feel free to do those, right? Because this 3D spatial arrangement, not everyone gets. It's not something that everyone just picks up right away. The more practice you do, the better you'll be at this. So this is why kids who play a lot of video games are really good at this. So if you didn't play a lot of video games as a kid, then you won't be as good at this. So this is one of the weird facts about this, but just practice, 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 and eventually it'll come into play. I would say you guys look a little more comfortable than you did at the beginning right now than you did, so I would say you look at least a little bit more, a little better. If you look like you guys feel better about it. Whether or not that's a true statement or not is up in the air. But go ahead.
On Thursday, would we be able to review the R and S again?
Do you want me to bring a bunch of practice problems?
If you could for those, because that's kind of the thing.
So I've been tutoring organic chemistry since 2008. So I have like gigs upon gigs of stuff. So if you ever want to go over practice problems, I can do that. That's not a problem. And so I can bring some and we can go over.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the one of the